Good day, everyone. Let's discuss the ecological literacy, particularly the topic of Dark Green School program, ecological living practices. Now, let's proceed for our first topic. A dark green school, or DGS, is a school that delivers environmental education through a simulation of the environmental philosophy with the students in formal lessons as well as in activities outside the classroom. Pag sinabi nating dark green school, it is a school that delivers environmental education to stimulation the environmental philosophy by the students in formal lesson as well as in activities outside the classroom. And when we say dark green school program, ito naman ang mga events or program na pinaprovide ng school to promote environmental stewardship. So, in-include nila sa school philosophy yung environmental philosophy pati rin ang mga activities inside and outside of the classroom. So, for example, is yung mga programang sa school, pagkakaroon ng Adopt a Place wherein yung mga students naglilinis sa paligid ng school. Accordingly, school must be clean and neat as evidence of good management and housekeeping. So, dapat yung institution, yung dark green school, ay malinis kasi ito ang nagpapakita ng maganda at malinis na paligid. Call for green spaces, appropriate land use, planning, conservation of materials and energy, proper waste management, segregation, use of appropriate materials and avoidance of harmful ones, and respect to others' right to a smoke-free. So, 'di ba nga sa school dapat na walang mga tao nandoon para lang manigarilyo or iniiwasan pagtapon ng basura kung saan-saan lang at meron tayong proper waste management na sinasabi yung paghihiwalay ng mga basura sa nabubulok at sa hindi nabubulok. Next, have management policies and guidelines that would create a healthful and ecological campus. Example nito is yung rules na kalat mo, linis mo. So, dapat yung mga pinanggamitan natin bilang students or pinanggamitan ng mga estudyante dapat itinatapon sa tamang basurahan. So, yung school dapat may policies and guidelines. Have a well-planned environmental curriculum for all levels, adequately oriented and trained faculty and administrative, library, and financial support. So yun nga, ang dark green school, meron dapat sila environmental curriculum in each level, dapat oriented ang administrative at meron rin dapat financial support for the activities, have faculty and students who are aware of and appreciate the environmental program of the school. Hindi porket ini-encourage sa student na magkaroon ng maayos na paligid or ingatan yung environmental ng school, dapat yung mga faculty members ay aware din sa programa na ginagawa. Next, reach out to an outside community to spread concern for Mother Earth and facilitate projects and programs that improve the environment. So, di ba nga madalas na may activity ang mga student na pinapakita sa community, ganun yung pag-facilitate o ng pag-improve ng environment. Halimbawa is kapag may pagkakaroon ng clean up drive sa school, so isa yun siya sa pagpapakita, pag-reach out sa community. Engage in research that adds knowledge in the ways of nature and the impact of human activities. Dito naman yung dark green school din, sila yung nag-engage or gumagawa ng research para makipag-ambag sa nature, pag-improve pa ng environmental. So halimbawa, ang school nag-provide ng survey research para malaman kung ano ang magbigay epekto or particular action ng isang tao sa pamamagitan ng research na yon. Nagpro-provide sila ng solusyon para makatulong naman sa pag-improve or pag-sustain ng environment. Next, let's proceed the ecological living practices. Sustainable ecological living is based on different sets of principles. To assess the impact of our choices and actions, we need two criteria from studying the basic facts of life as follows. Capra 2003. Sabi ni Capra, may iba't iba tayong way kung paano natin papakita yung sustainable ecological living. Siyempre, kasi meron tayong iba't ibang principles. So, ano nga ba yung mga criteria ng tinutukoy ni Capra? First is matter cycles continually through the web of life. Mahalagang malaman natin everything in sa paligid, continually siya na nagkakaroon sa buong buhay natin. Most of the energy that drives the ecological cycles flow from the sun. Diversity assures resilience. Pagkakaroon ng diversity, hindi naman siya ganun ka-negative pagdating sa environment. It is assured also will precede resilience or paghahanda natin. One species waste is another species fuel, and life does not take over the planet but combat but by network. Sinasabing one species waste is another species food, halimbawa yung decay ng isang animals na pwede natin magamit bilang compost and pagtataba sa lupa, and life does not take the planet by constant but by networking. So, hindi lang instant ang pag-take over ng planet by the help of each other or tinatawag natin networking. Ecological living means to live in a way that it. So, therefore, first is respects and replenishes the carrying capacity of our planet. So, dapat mahalaga rin irespeto natin kung ano lang kakayahan i-provide ng ating planeta. Honors our interrelatedness with all expressions of life, enhances the qualitative aspect of our relationships, and brings forth the best of our human capacities for the co-creation of ecological brings forth the best of our human capacities for the co-creation of an ecological, sustainable, and caring world. So, ano yung kakayahan natin bilang human? Dapat mag-contribute tayo in giving creation or co-creation sa pag-sustain kung anong meron sa mundo natin. Sabi ni Smithsman 2014, mention practical suggestions on how we can support the change for sustainability through ecological living. In order to sustain outer and draw inspiration from the inner or personal development dimensions of ecological living, the following are inner and outer ecological perspectives. So para maipakita natin yung support for sustainability in our environment, dapat lagi natin tatandaan yung pagkakaroon ng inspiration from inner or personal development ng ecological living natin. So, anong ba ang tinutukoy ni Smithsman na inner ecology? So, ito yung inner ecology. It is both your personal, so wala pang kinalaman dito yung outside or the community. So, mahalaga sa atin, manggaling muna yung pagkakaroon ng ecology or pag-sustain natin before proceeding in outer ecology, which is helping environment. So that's all. Thank you for listening.